the most important thing into ngenyu ayisoyawo wona bathi thina sizithunywa likathi hambani lebulala angikwazi ukuthi bazakwanisa yini njengoba bazivumela ukuthi bathola isithunywa. They take what you say bekuhambise ngalo akula subtraction akula addition my comrades. Ngathi sifuna ukuphuma bakhuluma sithi hayi the battle is ours. It is mele. And the battle is ours. What is needed? We should create an environment of having more members joining the union. So that if we go, Pambili will be no toti high, Sibambire, all angles has been covered. As I have been alluded about, Iroko Yamne, we want to put a number of companies, security companies, more than 10 security companies. Alapa Blawai. I'm talking of Alapa Blawai. We've got about more than 10. So far, as I say, it was well represented on Thursday on the 14/07/22. All companies was represented. So we to look at Tavis, my comrade, and even the SG was so proud. They say, I know the attendance. It makes me shine as well, but what is needed is to go and organize members to join the union. Well, you emphasize on that so that if they tackle the issue, I'll be knowing you'll be supported by the members. My comrade. Right, he said we thought and our kuruma futika ekunye uthot hayi khona apha phakathi siyakwazi ukuthi kulama spy ahamba achela amakhiwa uthi hayi into yenzakalayo in each organization there is a spy. Even thina sathi sikhula thina siyenza history amakhiwa they were not coming direct yet to Zimbabwe. They were using spies where they will be getting the information by umuntu wayebemsebenzisa olapha. They can't even come. So those spies are the ones who send the message. We like them as well. We don't mind, but the situation is ours. Then we go back that indawo lapha silandeleyo. Silande ukuthi lithini nje negotiate uyela for a second seat. Bayahlala khona ngare eHarare bahambile ngeFriday. What I don't want to waste time. Let me give a lot of issue ku Mr. Nduna, the negotiator. Ngiyoza kasa ukuthi hayi thina sama ngapha. So Mr. Nduna wathi senikwi indawo yokuthi ekhulume. Wakhuluma siri wathi thina kathesi lapho sikhona we are based in US dollar. Asila ini figure utothi since into ziyaluza value every day you have got different bank rate, even the shops, even the market, we are different in the bank rate. Ungangena ku Pick and Pay uyabona ile price yayo, ungene ku okay ile price yayo US. So asela indawo yokuthi singakhuluma ngayo ukuthi we are losing dollar ibond liyaluza value daily basis. So what my comrade into ngeni le kathesi wayekhuluma ukuthi for example amakhiwa bona bathi bona they can able to pay us imali ngoJuly 48,000, August 59,000, September 61,000. Which means they are taking to for those 3 months kwasakuya la ukuthi okay ukuthi amakhiwa la bavumela khona ukuthi basinike imali yiphepha bahamba layo ngale if I'm not mistaken bahamba layo amakhiwa estate konapho ukuthi yo bafika ngale bekhuluma ngakho when Mr. Nduna the first lapho bahamba khona baqina besithi hayi ikosa sathi sikhuluma in general ukukhuluma wathi hayi thina savumelana ukuthi thina Nduna nxa ufika ngale imali sifuna ukuthi yona ukhulume ngayo ngeUS thina abanye they propose ku 260 baqala ku 300 andona nxa unegotiate ngomuntu kule a certain amount lapho uthi lingadluli lingayiphambili. So it was 200 US yatsaqika ku 260 US but as long as it's below that side 200 US unganjani ungafuki I signature sakho. I'm just briefing Then sathi bona ngaka kayalisisi kuzwisisa abantu laba sizama ukuthi sibathathe ukuthi sihamba one down. But we rather restore Liana 236, Liana Saikora, Liana 236 years. Lisa Kumbula, my comrade, if you are with me.
Yes.
Liana, it will be a cash into your account, no interbank rate. But according to what they've discussed, this 260 lay is a vuya interbank rate. Ngesikhathi leso ekhiwa nxa sekubhada nxa interbank rate it says 320 today. Ngiphe day yakho la namuhla. You should know ukuthi yakureta ngemali 320 times 260. Yimali emere kunike nxa sithi bevumile ukuthi basinike iphuni according to the rate. Finally, or not finally, as God who is present, we've agreed to do na imali sifuna. Ingafuna ukuthi this card so that we can give you a further kuti storage card la uthi asitshele ukuthi what transpires there. Nyabona okunengi sina kwavele closing prayer it was a brief saqina sifamba savala mhla 11 11. It was on Thursday. Friday we didn't sit. Sathi thina since ma negotiator akhuluma ngale eHarare on Friday, let's all of us, all guards, be at NEC, National Employing Council, and NEC yasibambela imali. Yiwo laba mere bebona uthini sahamba thina, they were there. Well, we were more than, if I'm not mistaken, we were more than 20 people who NEC, call Mr. Munemo down there on Friday, waiting the result from our negotiator to Mama Papi. And just one thing, Mr. Ntuna, for his effort of, we are saying there are sometimes we thought you are saying to now umuntu wethu asiyakula into iphumisa, but the effort he gave it shows he is much concerned us. Because actually he was give us a brief what is transpires we both remember puma pand we discuss. So briefly that's what the outcome we went there for these 2 days that you have got. But no, let's go another general meeting, general meeting. Kwanza Friday. And don't not akula skati sitole ukuthi mobilize our comrades. It was during the weekend food. It was Friday evening maskati. We only get a day Saturday and Sunday. Today is Monday. But with what I'm seeing, we are on the same, we are going far. We never had such situation. Katesi into ngibona ukuthi hayi lapho siyakhona kuloluje kune uchi nemkaka those are the corner, because I know the battle, we can fight a battle even Muri 5, you can win the battle, but how to tackle the battle, that's what is needed. So I don't want to waste time. May you allow me. That's the briefing in my minutes and I lava ekona liting in my minutes la. Can we pass the minutes and we go forward?
Hayi ngiyawasekela iphosibile savuma lana.
Seconded. This is our negotiator, Mr. Ntuna Mzadla.
Right, I'm bringing in here very sad news. Very sad news. I will just talk about the what really transpired at the negotiating table. When we departed here, going to the negotiating table, our position was at 320. You right, huh? Yes. That was our position. And the position yamakiwa yaigu 48,000 for July. Yiko, aren't you? Right, they wanted to stagger imali yabo, bathi befuna ukustagger imali yabo, that ngo July besinike 48,000, ngo August besinike 59,000, ngo September besinike 61,000. Here ipositions siyafika ngale, ha? Sithe sifika ngale sathola amakhiwa esetshintshiwe. esetshintshile esesithi wona semuve phezulu mbijana asesithi bona baku 50,600 ngo July 50,600 ngo July wasebesithi babe bele 61,000 ngo August bese besiba the 85,000 in September. Saba lokho esithule, we never moved. Sama asizange sike smooth. Sase sithi senze njani ngoba sase singane asakwanisa ukumuva lamakhiwa asakwanisa ukumuva. Sase senza okuthiwa yi one on one meeting. Suppose you take one member from our employers, lama employer athathe one from our employees sa meter one on one. Mina ngahlanganele lo Zwarebadza. Hayi mina ngahlanganele lo Matsibiri. Ugwazaza lo Shora. Umonda wayehlanganele lo kufuwa. Sahamba sakhuluma sesi one on one. Sase sithi no ideadlock ayenzi. Kuyini esingakwenza? Amakhiwa asesithi bona sebemuvile futhi from 65 from where they were to 65,000 ngo July, 75,000 ngo August, and 85,000 ngo September.
Inclusive.
Sayala sathi no ayenzi. Thina sesithi lathi sesimuva. Sasithi right because of the volatility of our currency, which is the RTGS. Let you guys pay imali ka July yodwa libhadale 100,000 RTGS uJuly kuphela, then sibe sizohlala for September. Sizohlala for August and September. And the guy said, this is too much. So psychologically what they've thought ukuthi we have slipped down in terms of figure, sesiku 100,000. So sesilahle US dollar. This is what they've thought. Sithe senze njalo basesithi can you confirm your position? So I said no, we are confirming our position this way. We are dividing the $100 with the interbank rate which was current. 391 as of current. Just keep it like 254 US dollars. So sasesithi 254 US dollars yiyo esiyiposition yethu. Please put 100 RTGS in bracket ukuthi kade simove sifuna only to settle for July. So our fallback position as of now Tina siku 250 US, which means we slipped down from 260 by 6 points. Liyakuzwisisa nje? Bona makhiwa iposition yabo, ifallback position yabo yi 65,000 ngo July. 75,000 ngo August. And 85,000 more September. Then we sort of deadlocked. Sasesithi no, we are not agreeing here. Let's refer our matter to the full council. The full council is the highest decision body making at NEC. So sasesi refer ankhona ngale ukuthi I full council ithathe a decision. It's either nxa full council ingasithathela a decision right, they can come up with maybe a factor of a US dollar wage esiyifuna anjo. Or what it will mean, our matter might go for arbitration. Then sesiqalisa ama litigation processes. Liyakuzwisisa? Liyakuzwisisa yini? Alisakuzwisisa. Sitsho ukuthi imatter yethu ingakwanisa ukuthi ibisithatha ibisithatha illegal route anjo nxa ingathatha illegal route sesingaya ku-arbitration isisiya decide ngubani ngo-arbitrator in terms of our figures liyakuzwisisa yikho sokungenzakala kathesi kumbe i-full council can make a decision like the other one esayenzayo sisiyafika ku-17,500 lisakhumbula ukuthi i-full council yiyadecidayo ukuthi iphumele 17,500 so yikho esesikuposition yona leyo ngingazi ukuthi bakhona abalembuzo yini
nabe ngifuna ukubuza ukuthi i-decision ye-full council is it final
in terms of i-hierarchy NEC i-highest i-highest body decision kodwa kayiso final decision it is appealable it is ku-full council babe ku-contest kuyabe ku-debatewa anjo so they can actually come up the decision yibo abangathi ukuthi hayi singayi ku-arbitration let's come up with these figures bengayi-accept i-RTGS bengayiyala i-RTGS liyakuzwisisa ngutshona thina okwasenza sayala i-RTGS ukuthi lalivele lisitshelile lathi i-RTGS i-volatile right so we couldn't accept it because that's what you guys you had said lingahambi leyivuma kodwa sikhangela i-movement yamakhiwa from 35,000 to 65,000 ngaya ingaso volatile we could have brought that but they won't emanate like what our comrade had said I-10 it does not store value ungayivuma namhla i-40,000 equivalent maybe to 50 in 2 minutes time iyabe isiwile vele iyabe ingasathengile so esikufunayo ngewage yethu for the benefit of everyone here we want to protect it in terms of value sifuna iwage yethu singayivumelana namuhla iseyile 3 months ilokhu iku-value eyisame and we must be understood very well we are not rejecting the RTGS as a legal tender we are not rejecting RTGS as a legal tender we are saying even if paying us in a form of that RTGS can you anchor our wage lifake good denomination ye-US dollar so that it does not fluctuate in terms of value. That's our core argument, Lavakio. No, we are not saying we are not anti-government policy. We are not saying RTGS as full we services. No, we are saying you guys, can you protect our wage in such a way that it does not cave into inflationary pressures of our economy. Because if you go to the supermarkets, like I said last week, you will find supermarkets are anchoring their prices. If you go to INSCO, you will find INSCO is saying their dollar is $600. If you go to OK, you will find OK is telling you their dollar is 450. If you go to Pick and Pay, you will find Pick and Pay is saying their dollar is somewhere at 700. Why are they doing that? They want to go back. They want to come back to the market. They want to sell their merchandise so that they are able to come back to the market and restock. Buying power, just look at from the first meeting that we have, Airman negotiators, to the last meeting that we have last week. We first met RTGS formal line of rating. Yaigu 308. Can you imagine? Yaigu 308. Our second meeting, Yaigu 379. In our third meeting, Isigu 391. So that is how our wages are eroded. That is how our wages are eroded. You can find with 35,000 when we actually agreed on. It was nearly 208 to 215 US dollars. Katesi 35,000 that we are paid today, it's not even $20. So you can see we are not being greedy when we are asking for the denomination. We are being realistic according to market behavior. You can see what market behavior njani. And it's not like our employers are not able to pay US dollars. Take for example, we've got one of the companies here who are paying some of our guards 250 US, but the same other guard is being paid 35,000. The criteria of doing that is unknown. How is one become better than the other is not even explained. And these guys are making the same duties. They've been even employed with the same qualifications. They underwent the same training. You see, you will know why categorically these people are acting so selectively. You will see what we have got employers that are able to make money, but that doesn't want to pay wages. So which means we are in slavery. We look at the NDS one, that which is the government policy, which is saying Zimbabwe must be in the middle economy by 2030. How can a guard be there when a guard is paid not even a quarter of the PDL? It's not even a quarter of the PDL that you are paid. If you look at what are our wages, they are, I would say, our maids, Lama garden boys are better than us. Yes. They are better than us. I'm amazed, Lama garden boys. They are very better off than us. Because look at a maid, might be paid $100 US. It's given electricity there, it's given water, transport. He has got, some are living in, they are living in there, accommodation is given. Then a guard is given 35,000. He is expected to have transport there. He is expected to pay rent there. He is expected even to send his children to school by that. And we actually said to them, can you take your figures and make us a budget out of it? They failed. We gave them their figures. They said, you guys, can you make us, maybe we are failures, maybe we are dull as representatives of the workers. Can you actually make us a budget out of what you want to pay us? They just didn't want to say something. They just didn't want even to take their figures and say, economy just gadzira yoga. By next week, by some few times to come, it is dollarizing on its own. And again, the most affecting thing, gentlemen, is that our employers are criticizing the government. They are saying the government are the ones which is giving them tenders and they don't want to pay lively tariffs. This is what they told us. They told us that the government gives them tenders and they don't want to pay reasonable tariffs. And they said to us, kana wona government kana ichindi badara mari inosvika 90,000 inini mshandi wacho ndo mbadara nei. So in other words, what they are telling us is that their market, the government, because the government plays, the state plays a parental loco. It is my parent as an employee. It is also a parent to the employer as a businessman. So we are saying, are we suffering because of our government, as what our employers are saying? We want this to go to the government. Maybe if we are given a platform where we can meet the Minister of Industry and the Minister of Home Affairs and say it out. But these guys are saying you are giving them tenders and you don't pay them and they are unable to pay us. Because we don't think our government can be that government who would want us to be made slaves. We don't think that. We don't believe in it. Really, we don't believe in that. We believe our government would want us to live a very better life.
All right, thank you, Mr. Nduna. Those are the ones who don't tell us steering. But Basara vanenge vapedza. So
kana munhu apedza kutaura tinofanira kutenda zvakutaura atorove maoko.
Akunihle bulele mbijana, 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 akunihle bulele it goes direct to the employer. Give us something. Sislephulele mbijanandi.
Yes.
Yiko sihlabela ingoma leyo. Our late father, President Ngoma, always says, sihlephulela lathi sidle. When he was addressing the war vet, I'm not a politician, man. When he was addressing the war vet, what is sweet, wamumuza. But ndiyabona kuchona. Right, my comrade, I don't want to waste time. Indawo our president sevulile umhlanga iflow yena lina imanikazi limele batshele ukuthi ngale company nasifuna khona okufuna ngani kuphela yinjongo siyilandileyo so that we give them direction. Lani bathi ngase sikasuka khona phana, what is the next step? Nawona yikho sikumele ukuthi sizwe kubantu baba
chasara kwakuti ukuthi sisu nokuona kwedu zuwa ranhasi sizvatakatenderana last week kuti kana zvinhu zvaramba ngatiita AB. Saka nhasi ndo petoroti yezvino izvi tichiita AB yacho kuti nhasi sezuva ranhasi tinofanira kuti rivire tiine something. Nyaya dziri dzetsamba dziya idzi neakati yanga nhasi zvinhu zviya zvanga zvichinyorwa zvanyorwa toita sei nazvo from there takaisa mafact kuti employer atoziva kuti ndo zvitori pagiraundi nawo kuti panozondoenda maprincipals ava vanofanira kutoenda vachitoziva kuti chakatotsvuka kumashuro chakatotsva. Saka wedha vanoda wedha havadi vanofanira kutoziva nhasi kuti ndo zviri mugiraundi hapana kumira zvakanaka. Zvinhu zvese zvatarwa napresident ndinonaso kuti zviri 100% right. Mr. Zaza tinoatenda nemafambiro avo nezvido zvavo zvaanozama by all means kuti wazama kutsanangurira vashandi varungu vedu kuti zvinhu zvakamira zvakati pana panangodo angu kuti bvunza asi but mwanonga atoti wazoanza hawo Mr. Zaza panado kubvunza chikonzero chinomboita kuti iwo varambe kuti apa hatipadi uchizobudisa mafiga akada sema59 chimbori what is the main reason chaiyo nokuti isi tiri kuzama kuaexplaina kuti no chikonzero chaita kuti tidee mari yakadai ndechakati nechakati asi iyo reason chaiyo yaanomira nayo inipe ndoshanda ndichipuhwe 10 user iyo ndipe RTJ se 1000 handizivi kuti chikonzero chacho anozondipe mari zvake zvinhu zvakadaro ndechei chaicho vanonga vazopinda Mr. Zaza but ndo maonera angu oyewa kuti nhasi madhodha ngatibude tine something nouwandu hwiri hwatakaitawo
straightforward. Muruti kudi handikataure nini but tongofamba neyakasara nati muchiziva kuti kana chitanga kutaura mafigures tine iya yatati yavakaita deadlock at 254 teta kutaura chidzika tiziva kuti toperera papi so that ava mazvinzvira ka saka muruti tongoramba takamira here pa 254 vati kudiko hatitauriseka kuti zvinzike pamari
totaura nekuamerica
right. Mozachi tina president vaita macalculation mukutsaoneka mudharaka kangogara padhuze he kakaita lo ndosaka vasina kadi last time akadzingwa tikaramba munomutikati kondadzokiri komumudzingirei havadi vanhu vanoziva kutoti apa ndiri kudzvinyiriwa vanavo so ezvinondopa president wangu vamusti zvo vaita macalculation ationa kuti tiri kutodzinyira muone kudzinyirwa tiri kuita aita macalculations acho vangu vachitondudza macalculation mucalculate munatsonzwisisa kana vakutsanangura macalculation kuti muone kuti tobatirwa zvakadini. Ndatenda
shinga mshandi pasi nenyope chatoda kuti tidzidzisane pano chokuti kana tichitaura kuti toda mari yakati tinotarisa kuti ivo vanowanawo chii musazvikangamwa handiti kuti tigoziva zvatinenge tichipengera tatarisa tikaona kuti maemployer ari kuchaja $27 per 12 hour 27 US per 12 hour necurrent rate iripo izvozvo ye392 inotipa 10,500 pa 12 hours manzwa right tikatora in RTGS yedu 10,500 iyo inova equivalent to $27 it means iwo pakunopera kwe30 days munokuti unenge achiinda zuva nezuva vanowana 316,710 RTGS hati divide mari iyoyo na 392 nokuti vanobhadharisa musi wavanosvika musakangama musi wavanobhadhara vanongotarisa kubhengi kuti client inobhadhara musi wani ndo rate yavanotora iyoyo mazona right saka tikadivhaita nerate yatotaura panapa iko zvinezvi towana kuti iko ivo vanenge vachitora $808 pamwedzi pa 12 hour ivovo uya vokupa $41 pamari yavari kubhadhara izvozvo 35,000 vane vakupa $41 pa 808 saka tingatiwo here toti chii toti urema toti insanity pachirungu inonzi insanity ka kurava kuti ndiri kutenderera asi kuita zvakanaka handiti saka kana chiti tinoda kuregedza pasi tikande pasi ndikumadaro anda kudaro here
yes
ndikumati moda kukanda maturuzi pasi kurava kutiko maturuzi aya anoshandira umusirini ine handingakwatuki mavoko ndichisenzesa maturuzi kuti mwazvi handiti saka at the end of the day $41 yomwedzi wose iwe uchitora 808 haiti ipapo wapuwa 27 chiri kuitika ndechekuti vanoti ivo musi waunobhadhara iwe musi waunenge washanda uchipuwa 35 yako yakangoti mpa kufriza seyakandiwa mudeep freezer yako pei noramba yakamira ipapo yavo inenge ichida ichiwedzera nhasi ikamukari 10 vawedzera ikamukari 25 vanongotichatipa 25 musi waunongobhadhara yavo inoramba ichirarama yako yakafa saka ndati tizive mafiga kuitira kuti goza kuti tichitaura nokuti unozobvunzwa kuti haina hangu nyange vakatiwedzera ne10,000 zviri 945 zvine zviri 9 nokuti haazi kuti zvinorevei ndosaka tose taisa kuma$, kuti iwe kana uchitaura kuti ini chandioda $250 $254 ukandipa izvozvo haya ndichatauri newe tapedzerana handiti ndakati vhiki yapera ndikati tingwarire kuti iko tisazozvikacha tichiti tinoda kutake unodzi shombo unoziva shombo nkelo kana tikati isu tinoda 254 ngatiregei kuwanikwa taakunotaura zvimwe zvisirizvo handiti ivo pari zvino izvi zvinotataura maemployer vanogona kubhadhara maUS nokuti vari kutovabhadhara umwe wakauya panapa akataura kuti payslip ndinayo iyi yemaUS iyi hamuna kuiona zvinoti isitori ukatoti havagoni kubhadhara maUS saka wawana kuti unogara kuamerica here kana New York hambiri muno saka isitiri kuti ngatibhadhagwe zvinoita kuti ndiuye kubasa rako handakuramba kuya kubasa asi ngandibhadhagwe zvinoita kuti ndiuye kubasa rani mhuri yangu igone kudii usada kuti iwe unoumba vatongi ini ndoumba maslave nokuti bawanga achizvara maslave ini anoshandira iwewe colonialism yakare yokuti murungu waiti iwe zvarira vana vako pano kuitira vagoita vashandi vangu ndozotoitiwa navanhu vatema vokwedu ndati kala haina mhosva chine mhosva ndiwe maitiro ako kana ukada kuenslava zvakarambwa nevakanga vachioenslava vari free iwe hachazi kuobva saka zvatinoita ndezvokuti iwe wotora chimari chako wonochisa paprimisi imwe neimwe uchikanda famba uchikanda chimari chako ndochorinda gadhi wogara mumba kwake wofana zara yake ndangoti tidzidzisane mari ana mafuga tigova tinovhurikawo nenjere tizive maita haivi
toona kuti wenenzeve anzwa apa figa yataura already kuti tiri kuramba tiri papa 254 hatina kuchinja US handikwanzi vanogona kubhadhara saka isi tingachinjerei kwete tabvumirana kauti vanenge 254 itainezi kauti vantu. Thank you. Tatenda.
Ini ndinotenda pakubvumirana nyaya ye 254 iyi, asi pane imwe inondishupa nyangwe ndichifamba. Manesi nemadokta vanopiwa covid allowance, asi ungatarisa vanhu vazhinji vachisvika panzvimbo vanosvika pana gadi. Uchipinda muchitoro gadi ndiye anokudirira ile kuzi sanitize. Gadi wacho hapiwi covid allowance. Kunombofamba sei ipapo? Nokuti vanhu vese vanosvika kuna gadi, vanopinda kuna gadi, vachisvika kubhodha vachibva uko gadi ndiye aripo pabhodha. Vanouya kuno vasati vasvika kuna dokta kana kuna nesi, asi gadi wacho hapiwi covid allowance. Zvinobofamba sei?
So at least we don't want to get this cut. I'm sure that asida umuntu simvalele phandle. Asifuni ukuthi uhambe uzoti hayi lapana secretary amuna uzotipa utenda kutaura hayi. Ndofunga agenda iyi yanga ikutotinzwe feedback. Then we equip our president for the next council. I don't know president. Muruenda rini? But isimbino roha chapisa. Because isunga tinonokera July atopera tiri maticket ari kuvharwa. Saka todzokera ere paunhapwa president. Pekupiwa mari yo yamuruta amwidi ndo patirudzokera July wacho. Mataura kutoti school fees examination aru ndo patakutoka na zvichiita president. Let's push this thing kuti muende in time kumukurumidza kuenda for it. Kukumbira chichemu chatiri kuisa kuti time is very important kuti ndavachipusha kuti at least tikazoto muna August tinge zvinhu zvese takuona mari iri right, because July yatopera pana mari chabuda tongowana izozviya. Saka ndandikokumbira president with due respect, ndofunga vanhu vese vari kutera kuti zvamuri kufamba nevari kuvimba nemi. Ndotenda president.
Shinga basi vasingadi kushinga chatoda kukumbira ndecho muterero noto patosvika patozorasika totoudza vamwe nhema kuseri. Hatitaure zvatitataura panapa. Nyaya iripo ndeyekuti tiri kuida kunotaura zviri muconstitution yeNEC. Saka tsamba redu riya ramati tinyore nhasi, handiti ndiro tsamba redu ratatinyore nhasi. Tsamba irori richapusha kuti date ivepo.
Thank you.
Nokuti kana tsamba rikanonoka kuvapoka hapana solution. Handiti? Saka ikoko kuti vapushiwe vanopushiwa netsamba. Kana tsamba tinaunyora pano hati havapushiwe.
President anoane ruono rwakanaka. Muri kwanza kuti tsamba ndaidi? Tsamba ndaidi?